Morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning. I think it's gonna be cold today. Did I bring my phone? I did bring my phone. It's 36 degrees right now. Is it 36? 41 degrees. 41 degrees right now. Supposed to be sunny, but it's gonna get up to a whopping 61 degrees. Woo! So you California people, now you know why you pay out there, but you pay heavily. All right, so today we're gonna go through. We got a couple properties back. I think last week I talked about or a week before I talked about a property that we had that the guy had got turned down for rental assistance, and then the Sunday night before his court date for eviction was Monday. He sent us page 1 of the CDC orders for getting evicted. So basically, he could have till January 1st. But then he didn't show up for court. He didn't give us the full paperwork. He then later on tried to stay his motion so that he wouldn't be evicted. So the judge heard his case and then denied his case. So he is now out. So we're going to go through that. It's a duplex. So we'll run through those numbers. Let's see what else happened this week. I am thinking about. I got my bank property that I've been working on, and we've got the roof all torn off. So interesting fact. So we've got the roof all torn off. It's a flat roof, right? So typically, I don't know if Frank's on the call this morning, the live stream this morning, but we don't do a lot of flat roofs. Flat roofs are a lot more maintenance, stuff like that. My one buddy, Frank, he does a lot of flat roofs. He's out in New York City. And so he was telling me that the average roof lasts about 10 years on a flat roof. And that's a torch down where they're torching the material down to where it, adheres to itself. And then, or a TPO. It's a different type of roof. Anyways, or it might be the same. I don't know. There's basically 2 styles of flat roofs. We don't get to deal with flat roofs a lot, so I don't know all the technicalities of it. Anyways, I don't want to put a roof on this bank building of mine that's only going to last 10 years. So anyway, so I'm thinking about going metal. So I've been pricing out metal roofs, and they're actually pretty decent price wise. Let's see here. Let me go to this. So these are the different colors that you can choose from. I've got it. They're supposed to be giving me a quote today, this company here. But you can also buy this stuff at Menards or Lowe's. Menards a little bit better price. I got my quote yesterday. So initially I thought, roofing was about $2,000 worth of materials. But now this one's in incredibly bad shape. I had budgeted 10 grand for this roof. And I budgeted 20 grand for this roof. And I think we're going to come in on target. I mean, there's a lot of rot and stuff like that. Here, let me see if I'll show you guys some pictures here. So these are the pictures the roofer sent me. So we're gutting this down to studs. This is the pictures I took yesterday. So we're basically gutting it down to studs throughout. So it's a big, massive project. This is the pictures the roofer sent me. So we're replacing a lot of these have been rotted out over years. So we're replacing a lot of these rafters. But you can kind of see how these were all bad. So we got to replace a lot of these. So initially they were going to try and sister them up, but now they're going to have to replace the whole boards. But we've got it wide open so we can do all that. But you can see it's a flat roof. It's got a little bit of an angle, not a lot. So anyway, so we're redoing a lot of that. Back to start, yeah. So anyway, so it's a lot of issues. So anyway, so I budgeted about 20 grand for this roof, and I think we're going to come in right on budget. And we're trying to figure out colors and so on and so forth. So interesting fact, what I was going to tell you guys was, So Menards has these in stock. The roofing panels themselves. Let me see here. If my cart is still full, it is still full. So, man, I'm having a tough time today. I'm struggling. So Menards has the panels in stock. I think I'm going to go with the charcoal gray. I was looking at a brown, but I went and looked at it in person, and I'm not that. It's not a. It's a real glossy brown, and I'm not really hip to that square. So anyway, Menards keeps these in stock. So see, Canby stores got 59 in stock. I need 74 of them, so I was trying to do a little shopping. So multiples of these, they've got them in stock, right? 39, 51. That's Terre Haute, but we're not going there. 47 Avon. Indianapolis East, I think, should be the one that's got the most of stuff because it's probably the newest and the biggest, but they're a little low on inventory. So I don't know if everybody and their brother is replacing roofs or not, but that's where we're at. So anyway, so I was pricing it out. So interesting to note. So Menards has the roofing in stock, the sheets, but everything else is special order and won't be in until November 5th. So even the screws, the colored screws that go with this, so they're the charcoal gray screws, November 5th. All the ridge vents, all the roof edge, all the end wall flashing, all the chimney flashing, all the sidewall flashing, all that stuff is special order and won't be in until November 5th. So I thought that was interesting. At least maybe I could understand all this stuff, but the screws, they only keep like 4 colors in stock, right? So you couldn't have screws for the 4 colors. So anyways, I thought that they got 5 in stock. White, green. Who the heck's doing green? I guess not. Some people are doing greens. Brown. That's galvanized, and that's a special order, I think, because I don't think that anybody had those in stock. So anyways, so I thought that was interesting that they keep the panels in stock, but they don't keep the screws for the panels in stock. But I guess you could use a standard white, but it would stick out like a sore thumb. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at on that. So we're doing this roof. It's coming along. Hopefully we'll have it buttoned up. This other company, Custom Sheet Metal, or Custom Metal out of, they're out of Greenfield. They actually roll it out. So they are supposed to be sending me a bid this morning, and they think they can have it delivered on Wednesday if we go with it. But I don't know how much more expensive it's going to be. So there's about $5,000 worth of materials, $5,200 materials for this roof, and that doesn't include all the 2x10s and all the other wood that we're putting into it. That's another $2,000, I think. So we got about $7,000 of materials to do this roof. 7 or 8,000 by the time it's all said and done. So it'll be interesting. It's a big project. I think I'm going to do I'm going to do storage at this place because it's got a big lot. So anyway, all right. So let's get into this. We're going to do, we got to move out. This was the eviction. I don't think we're going to have time to do another one. I do have another one that I need to get done. And then we'll just kind of go from there. We'll play it by ear. Well, anyway, well, good morning to everybody who's tuning in this morning. I got up late, barely had any breakfast, so we'll suffer through. Hopefully, we won't be interrupted like crazy like we were last week. Sorry, I was a little distracted last week. So anyway, all right, let's get this done. Well, I guess I got to do this. Good enough. All right. So let's get going. Now this is the eviction. You fast forward a little bit. So this is a duplex. So I believe we're going into this side. which is like a 2 bedroom. I believe it's a 2 bedroom, one full bath. This side here is actually just this is immediately a staircase going up to the upstairs, and that's a 1 bedroom. So anyway, so this one here, we just did the eviction on. 731. Fast forward a little bit. Now he was in here for about 6 months.
Starting outside, this is a duplex. It's an up-down duplex. So we're doing the first floor one, not the upstairs. This window here has its screen.
This might actually even be considered a 3 bedroom.
Power's on here at the moment, so the light is working there. There is an actual screen there on the ground. I'm not sure where that one goes yet. And there's actually a lockbox inside the mailbox, but it is not a Sentry lockbox box, so I'm not sure what that's from or why it's there, but I'll leave it there for now. The downspout here does not have an extension, I don't think. I guess it could go underground. It doesn't seem like that's attached to anything, so I think it's just hitting the ground right there. There's this like clay pipe here. May have been a tie-in for downspout extension. There's kind of a smell over here, so I don't know if maybe that needs to be capped off. If that's just accumulating some rainwater in it or whatever. The paint's kind of flaked off of this top of this wall here from the front porch. And you can see, like, on the front, the bricks have been painted and the paint's kind of worn off, so it would benefit from a quick painting of the front porch walls and pillars. See if we can back up and get the roof. Roof looks pretty good on the porch. Looks like it's good up on top of the house too. Little hole in the siding there just to the right of this vent. Another little hole just to the left of the vent. This window has its screen.
Can you guys hear Kyle? I just turned it up. I had it turned down.
These 3 windows all have their screens.
Morning, Frank, baby.
Extra wire kind of hang off there. This window has its screen. Here's our electric meters. Got this stuff's kind of messy. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I don't know if that needs to be just kind of cleaned up. Those boxes, I think maybe that's a piece from a grounding rod that's maybe no longer attached, so may need to just assess that. This screen is here, but it's kind of broken up at the top. This is, I think, one of those ones with the little furring strips, so I don't know, it's semi-intact but definitely visibly broken. This downspout has no extension. This screen is here, but the window is broken. See if we can assess that from inside as well. Here's the backyard. We got some excess trash and a little brush pile. This backlight, I tried the switch for it. It's not coming on. Back door was unlocked but closed when I got here. Front door was locked and closed. This screen is ripped down from the furring strip up at the top. There's another downspout, no extension.
Airplane!
We'll wait for the plane so you can actually hear what I'm saying, maybe. Alright. I'm not sure if you heard that last part. This is just downspout with no extension here. Corner piece on the siding is a little bit damaged. Nothing too major. I think this is the bathroom window. Has its screen. A little bit of mildew starting to grow. Another little crack in the siding there.
This is the west side of the building here.
This window here on the right does not have its screen. I think that's the first one that we found that did not have it, and there was that one screen on the front porch. Old gas meter connection, and here's some more of that front porch. Alright, I think that does it for outside. Yeah, there's definitely a bad smell on like the front porch, like a sewer smell. So I don't know if that the clay pipe there just by the corner of the porch needs to maybe be capped off, or what the situation is, but I mean, it could be just coming from a neighbor even.
Neighbors!
The front storm security door closes and latches. The lock's loose on this, so I don't mess with that at this point, but I'm going to switch the key on and I'll get it tightened up then. Front door closes, latches. I think I did the move in here. I think that this carpet was already stained in some spots, but it definitely didn't get any better.
Woof.
I think it has some extra stains now. So you've got, I don't know, I mean, you can see there's a lot of them. I'm not going to point out each one. Just overall, this carpet needs to be cleaned or potentially replaced. Front window.
So that's an interesting point with some of these newer windows that we're putting in. Both the lower and or the upper and the lower move. They go up and down. And so a lot of times when you open it up, then this top one drops down a little bit. Well, then from then on, you can't, I mean, you know, unless you push up on the top one, then you can't lock it. So we get calls occasionally from residents who are telling us, hey, my window won't lock anymore. I need somebody to come out and fix it. So we say, you got to push up the top one and push down the bottom one and lock it. So you got to do a little bit of a ballet, right? A coordinated effort to get it done.
It's unlocked. It's locked now. And it looks like it's in okay condition. Blinds there are a little dirty, but don't look to be damaged. And then there's this spot here on the wall that looks like it's been drywall patched but not painted. This window. No one likes to lock these. Now it's locked. Glass looks fine. Window seems fine. Again, dirty blinds but not damaged. You can see up in this corner here, there's I don't know if it's maybe ceiling paint, whatever it is. It's the wrong color. It's not the wall color. And then this mark right here, just at the corner of the doorway, that's like some streamers or something just taped up there. So that should just come off, hopefully. This large blind here is broken. And it's missing the little clips right here. So if I try to open it, it's going to fall on me if I don't hold it up there. I can't do that very well with the camera. But we saw that window from outside. Yeah, it's locked.
Good shot of the window. I mean the wall.
That one's good to go, I guess.
To the walls. Oh, sorry. Not allowed to sing that stuff.
On the right is going to be our basement door. We'll do that last. There's this closet. Looks like it's in pretty good condition overall. And the door is good.
Good. It's good.
There's the thermostat.
Looks like we got a lot of touching up to do.
Okay, this room. I don't know, I guess the dining room. Trash on the floor. Some stains. Let's see, here's the white. Stains on the floor. Overall dirty. Got a big notch punched in the wall there, so need some drywall repair. And the wall's real dirty over here. Yeah, it looks like it's showing up. Real dirty there. There's this. I don't know what that stain is. More stains over here. There's a hole. 2 holes. So there's this hole right here, and then this one down here. More staining right under this outlet. Smoke detectors over there. We got white paint around near the top of the wall.
So it brings up an interesting question to me. So like this, now, if there was a couple spotches here or there that, you know, we could just see if we could just scrub them and get them done, right? But there's so much heavy marking on the walls, right? And it's not just, you know, it's there, it's here, it's in this other room over here to the side, which could be another bedroom. There's just so much of it that I think what you got to do is you just got to come in here and basically, I mean, we know the colors because we just recently painted it, but we're going to have to, basically, we won't have to edge it in, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. But, you know, we're just going to have to re-roll these walls because there's so much markers there. You know, if it was, you know, if it was just like this wall, then we could get out the spray cleaner and we just spray it. And, you know, but it's multiple walls. And when it's multiple walls, then you end up just, you're faster and better to just repaint it, you know, spend the whatever 15 or 20 bucks on a gallon of paint and then just go through there and just, like I said, you don't have to edge it in, so it should be pretty quick and painless. You still got to drop the outlet covers off and you got to roll it all out.
Let's see.
Hey, free box fan.
Around near the top of the walls. And that may have been there. That's probably how these were when they moved in. So these windows we kind of looked at outside. Just lock them up. Maybe. Okay, that one closes, locks.
Well, we probably don't have to do, we might have to do some minor touch-ups on the trim itself, you know, but we shouldn't have to do, you know, cutting it all in around the edges and all that sort of stuff, because we know what the colors are.
Good to go there. And window number 3, good to go. Okay, so those are all set. There is like some window treatment hardware up here. Not all the way across though. I don't know if that's something they put in or if that was already there. Check this bedroom next.
Get the trash out of the way so you can close the door.
Okay, the door closes and latches. It's rubbing on the carpet, but it moves. Door looks pretty good on the outside.
There's another hole in the wall. Another. Man, I'm in the singing mood evidently. Another brick in the wall, another hole in the wall.
Good enough
Yeah,
on the inside.
nice hole there.
Can't say the same for the wall. A hole punch there. So I need some drywall repair in this room as well. There's like a handprint on the wall over there. I'm not sure what this is. The walls are like stained, it's dark. I don't know, but I'm not, it doesn't look like it's going to clean off. It looks pretty seeped in, so I'm thinking that you're going to need to repaint most of the rooms, maybe the whole house. Smaller drywall damage right there. There's our closet door. And you've got a couple little like nail holes right up at the top. Big closet. And there's the inside of it. One of the nails is still here, but not sure what that's from.
They put a nail all the way through the door. So it wasn't just tacked in; it was boonk, boonk,
inside the
all the way
coach,
through
the
that
floor
hollow
is
corridor.
dirty, but it doesn't look stained from what I can see there. But out here in the room, you got a lot of stains to deal with. I really don't know if that'll clean up or if you're going to need to replace the flooring. Smoke detectors in here. On the blinds, the one on the right is broken. The one on the left doesn't look like it is.
Every window was unlocked. Nothing says I want to get back in like leaving every window unlocked.
On the one on the right.
That's a nice window over there, the neighbors. Looks like somebody's tacked some stuff up there over the years.
Yeah, I can't get that one to lock. It's a single hung window. They're just kind of too far apart. You know what? It could be broken. I can't really tell. Right here. I think you can see this. This little piece is broken. That's going to be a pain to try to mess with.
Tear it up.
This one doesn't really want to lock either. I think I got it though. So I got that one on the left. I'll try the one on the right again when I don't have the camera in my hands, but it's kind of just misaligned. I think that's about it in here. We already talked about the floors. There's this drywall damage here too. So you've got enough drywall damage probably in every room. And with the staining, I think this house is going to be a whole repaint. Good news though, this doorknob's already taped off, so got one step down into the kitchen. Looks like the light is working.
Again, more marks on the walls here.
There we go.
Coffee! You gotta have
All
coffee.
working. Here's our stove. Really not that dirty. Oven, actually also not that dirty. I guess they didn't have a lot of time here to get it dirty. I don't think this rooster picture was here before, so that may be an addition by them. Looks like it's just a sticker. Looks like the cabinet's set up for a microwave, but there's no microwave. But I don't see the outlet actually in there, so I'm thinking that cabinet maybe came out of somewhere else. A little bit of stuff left behind in this cabinet. Nothing too crazy. I would say you're going to replace this kitchen blind. Window locks. There's this little piece of foam here. I don't know what that's for. I think it probably just needs to be removed, but I'll leave it there in case there's some reason. But yeah, just the grease and stuff on that, I would say that's probably getting replaced. You've got a couple nail holes with the nails still in them up at the top, like they maybe put some curtains up with nails there. Counter looks okay, and there's some staining right there, but I think it's just going to clean off. But it'll need to be just double checked once it's cleaned up. Not too bad in the cabinet. Fridge is making a lot of noise behind me. I think there's some extra
floor
flooring,
tiles.
but I don't think that matches the flooring that's here.
Yeah, I don't know what
I'm
that
not
is.
sure what that's for.
Oh, maybe that was for, they put it in a shelving material or something. You know, like contact paper.
I guess the fridge wants to be heard, so we'll take a look at it. Still plugged in, so we'll see.
Oh, free meat.
Some beef, some chicken, nothing too crazy there. With the power still on, you're not getting the bugs and stuff. This one looks like probably like down at the bottom. I think there's maybe supposed to be a little like cover piece there above the drawers. But besides that, I think you're just looking at cleaning it out. It's really not anywhere near as dirty as I've seen them. This handle's loose. There's this piece here. I don't believe that goes to the fridge. I think that's just something they set on top of it. I don't believe this little coffee thing was here when they moved in, so that probably can come down. It looks like it's put in with push pins, so it should be a fairly easy removal. Here's our laundry room extension on the kitchen, washer and dryer. Not too bad. I'm pretty sure I remember them coordinating getting these delivered, so I think that these are rented, but I'm not positive of that. There was some here already, but they weren't working, or maybe they were extras. I think this is missing.
The one trap?
No, this is it.
That's it.
Yeah. Alright, never mind. I think you're pretty good on those. Just clean them up. Trash on the floor over here, but the floor itself doesn't really look to be damaged, I don't think.
Another window to check and lock.
I think all the windows have been unlocked, but
Yeah, pretty much.
they're locking. These blinds are pretty dirty.
Broken
And then
window.
here's your broken window. But it is locked. Some dirt on the wall there.
Didn't look like the kitchen and stuff was that bad, paint wise.
I think we talked about this, but make sure these lock. So this one closed, locked. It does have along here, you can see the screen mesh has been pushed in. I don't know if that's something that you can really fix. That one's locked. Doorknob's loose, but I'll tighten that before I leave. And
Master bedroom and bathroom. We gotta do bathroom and master bedroom.
there's your breaker box. A couple little gaps right over there. See if you got enough light there. Overall, that looks fine. And let's go into this bedroom. Check the door here. Door closes and latches.
Hey Allison, it's still 41 degrees
Shape.
outside. I know you love it when I do the weather.
This switch is like out from the wall, but it's secure there. The carpet right there is like yellow. I think it was like that when they moved in, actually.
Very possible.
But then I don't think it had these orange stains. I can't be sure of that. Certainly didn't have all the dirt that's on it. So, same as all the other carpets, you're gonna have to figure out cleaning and replacing or whatever, depending on how they clean up, I guess. And then you got more of this staining on the wall, so you can get it that way without the shadow. I don't know what it is. Looks like some kind of grease or oil or something. The end of this is cut off. These blinds don't quite fit there. Alright, and this window's open.
Pay extra for that.
Another one of these Pella ones.
I thought Pella had good windows. Not this crap. They'd probably tell you, this is our value line. You can't expect it to be high quality.
I got it.
Yeah. There we
I think the
go.
blinds just because of that.
Oh. Oh.
String, you're probably replacing those. Closet has some stuff left on the floor there. I think this was like this when they moved in. I kind of remember it. I don't think any of these top doors open.
Okay.
I think the trim piece above them is a little bit higher, and so it blocks all the doors.
We don't need storage. We don't need no stinking storage.
They're so close. Not the worst on those doors, but they're not quite getting past each other there. So maybe just hopefully a quick adjustment will fix that. This floor looks okay. Let's check these doors. Much better. Alright, the doors on the left are working fine. So just an adjustment on those right ones. Hopefully it'll clean that up. And yeah, analysis of this floor, I think, and the walls. And that should about do it in here. I think we've got, we did this other bedroom. I think we should have a bathroom and then the basement in this closet. So you can see right up at the top, there's the pantry here. Doors off the track there. And then we've got some food left behind. Probably gonna need to paint those shelves again. It looks like they're the same color as the walls. But yeah, every room in this house has kind of had some paint and or drywall issues. So
Oh, you're too smart. You go keep shut the doors from the outside.
and don't worry, the bathroom's no different. Got some drywall damage right there.
Oh my gosh.
See inside of the door.
What the heck?
Okay, so hole in the drywall.
It's
Hole
not
in
a
the drywall.
door. That
Hole
one
in the
is the lower
drywall.
one.
And if that weren't enough, it's all covered with this stains as well. So all this is all stained. Stains over there. The sink is super dirty. I don't know if that's going to clean up or if it's going to need some to be replaced. I don't know.
Cigarette butts that they put out into the thing. That's looking like that's pretty heavy tenant damage. I don't know though. I mean, these things are pretty hardy, so it might clean up, but still, it's pretty messy, pretty nasty. Salon selectives.
It's got all these little like yellow, brown, whatever marks too. The medicine cabinet's loose. I think it was loose when they moved in. There's the inside of that. It's the bottom left here, that screw, isn't attached to anything.
Woohoo!
So just need that switched around. Try to hit something with there to put an anchor or whatever. Tub, fairly dirty. The wall by it is like stained red. So try to get that taken care of. And then this windowsill is apparently doubles as a soap dish, but not very well. So that's all stained. Probably need to paint that. Seal it in there. Windows unlocked. Probably not the top spot someone would try to get in here, but we'll lock it up. Has its screen, a little fogged, or that could just be soap scum or something. And we're missing the little stick there. And then you can see this, the spout is sticking out.
Yeah, that's not good. So we need to figure out what's going on here. Maybe it needs a shorter pipe here for the tub.
So need to get that adjusted back on there. Let's see. Toilet. They said to stand by it. It might be weak. It's at least not level. Kind of seems like this whole area is sunk.
There we go. Starting to finally check the
Doesn't necessarily
subfloors. Good job.
Weak though. But you can kind of see it's like dirty. It looks like maybe that toilet overflowed or something. So you may want to assess that a little further. It's not level, like right here, especially if you can see this, like the floor's moving, but it's not necessarily the subfloor that's moving. The subfloor's unlevel under there. I don't know if something kind of rotted and shifted or what, but I'd say assess that a little further. And I don't think we looked in here. There's that for you. Besides that space around the toilet, the floors in here look like they're pretty good. I don't think we really looked at the floors out here either, but in the kitchen and laundry room, I think the flooring is pretty good as well. It's just all the carpets that are problematic. And
Maybe
we'll
end
go
of,
check out
end of
the
life on these
basement.
carpets. We might be
So
able to
here's
clean
the,
them up one more
basement
time,
door.
but I doubt it. We already did miracles last time trying to get it cleaned up.
And then this wall is like kind of red, pink, whatever. I'm not sure if that's how it was before.
This owner kind of got abused by a turnkey company. She bought a bunch of properties from the turnkey company, and so she's been
I guess it's turned a light
came
on
to
a
us, and
little bit
we've
too much
been
up here.
trying to get them all online and fixed up.
Begin our descent.
And but she's been getting hammered by a lot of costs. The problem with like turnkey companies, the problem with turnkey companies, and I don't know if it's necessarily. Here's the issue. The issue is the turnkey companies need to do high volume, right? So they need to do a lot of houses. So how do you get a lot of houses? You got to go scrape the bottom of the barrel to find the worst of the worst, right? Because nobody's competing for those. So you go out and you buy these houses, and then they a lot of times they've been sitting vacant for years and years and years, and that's really bad for a house. It needs to be used. The plumbing needs to be used. The HVAC needs to be used. The roofs and all that stuff, they wear out, and if nobody's been checking on the house forever, then you're in a bad shape. So you could spend, turnkey companies buy these bottom of the barrels, and then they go in and then they do, I wouldn't say they do a solid rehab. They cut a lot of costs, so they're putting carpets in that are only gonna last one or two tenants. They are not necessarily, sometimes they're band-aiding things, like if there's subfloor issues, they're just they're not making sure that they're putting quality in and doing stuff like this, and they got a lot of contractors running through, and they're just high volume, low quality, and they usually charge it's not typically it's not market rates, but it's not that far off of market rates. So anyway, a lot of these houses that she bought were slapped together, right? Not a lot of oversight, stuff like that. So anyway, we've been trying to get them fixed up, but we're getting a lot of, now that we're putting tenants back into them, we're starting to realize other issues. The sewer lines are, whatever, they're having issues and so on and so forth. And so what we run into is, we get it rehabbed. We think it's rehabbed. We've tested it to the abilities we can. We're running drains, we're running water to see if everything is running right. But, the pipe's corroded out inside, so it's letting water through. But when somebody starts living in it, they're putting a whole lot more water through it than what we are. And so, the systems and stuff like that. So, we find a lot of stuff. So anyway, she's been getting hammered not only by the rehabs on all of her properties, but because we've had to do major rehabs, but she's also been hammered by, oh, surprise, the sewer line's got issues. We're going to have to dig and put a clean out in so we can run, clean the lines out. Or, surprise, we've got to do this or something like that. Or, stuff we just couldn't prepare for. We wouldn't know until somebody moved in. It's one of the big reasons why when we move a tenant in or a resident into a property that's been newly rehabbed, massively rehabbed, we always tell them, look, there's gonna be issues. We did a huge rehab on this house. There's gonna be little minor issues. you know, you're benefiting from getting a freshly rehabbed house, but at the same time, there will be some minor issues. And so you just need to understand that going into it. And so, you know, just give us a call and we'll take care of it, you know. And so anyway, so that's what we deal with on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, so her costs have been extremely high. She's got several units she bought. And so we've been trying to rehab them for her and get them online, but little costs are coming in. All right. And not all of them are in the best neighborhoods either. So we're running into situations where it's harder to find good tenants. I mean, by and large, we have pretty good luck,
So
but
is a duplex.
you know, this one was
all the mechanicals for both sides down here.
so this one here, he just got, I think, got negatively affected by COVID, but it doesn't look like he was living the dream as far as
two water heaters,
cleanliness
plus a
goes.
bonus old water heater over in the corner.
Woohoo! Free water heater. So they ran PEX and they didn't tack it up properly, or it came loose. Gas line.
These are old gas lines. They're just loose in here. I think everything's all electric now. And then there's the water shut-offs. So I guess there's like a duct here. Nothing going to it.
So this probably was an old cold air return.
Another spot right here, not connected. So I don't know if that's been replaced in some other way, or if that,
yeah, it's been abandoned.
Just the duct going to it is missing. I think that does it down here.
Congratulations!
Should
Hooray!
be everything here. I'm gonna do a
measurements video so we can get the room sizes, so we'll know how much of her life savings we have to pay out in flooring if we have to do that. All right, there's a little bit more. Let's see.
All right, real quick update. Got the doorknob tightened on this security door, doorknob and deadbolt tightened on the front door, and then the doorknob tightened on the back door. And this window in this bedroom that we couldn't get locked while I had my hands with the camera, with both hands I got that closed and locked.
Woo!
So I think all the windows here are now closed and locked. And there is still the, you know, you have to address the one that's broken. The glass is broken, but I think all the actual sashes are locked. And I'm gonna do the dimensions now.
Woohoo! So all right, so let's look at this thing here. This is the sheets that I've got for it. A little bit of clean out, not a lot. I'm saying leave the box fans if they work, right? Because we can always use box fans. Run downspouts away from the house, $100. Repair a broken window on back. That's probably going to run us about $100. Check back exterior light. We'll leave that for miscellaneous. Repair screen on back of the house. I don't think we got. I don't think it's even going to be that much. Replace blinds as needed. Repair drywall as needed. Repaint 6 rooms. Probably don't need to be trimming in or edging in. So we got about 6 rooms we got to do. We got some damage to the walls. So I think, I mean, you could probably go through this thing and hammer it out in a day, right? We'll talk about this later, but I'm gonna think about 400, because I think the paint's probably gonna run us about 100, and then 300 for labor, because you could get 2 guys in there, you could pay them $150 each for the day, which is overkill. I would say maybe $100 a day for each one of them, so $200 plus, you know, the paint and stuff like that. So I'm gonna estimate 400, but I don't think it'll be that much. It's probably 300. Patch holes in the doors. Those were just some little minor ticks or whatever. So I'm gonna leave that for miscellaneous. Check first bedroom window locks. He already did that, so we got that working. Remove the rooster picture. That's a miscellaneous thing. Tighten handle on fridge. That's a miscellaneous thing. Fix pantry slider. So this is probably about $100 because it probably needs to be replaced. Assess light switch in back bedroom. Assess closet sliders in back bedroom. These are all miscellaneous things. Assess vanity sink. Can it be cleaned? If not, we're probably looking at like $200. That's probably, I don't even know. How much are vanities now? Everything's gone up by 50%. Let's see what we can get going on here. Yeah, see, these were all $100 before. Now they're 129. So they've gone up in price. Let's see here, low to high. Of course, it's going to be lights. Vanity, I want to sink. Let's just say that that's like a 24-inch. So I guess it's not bad. So I guess that's about 100. That's what it was before, I guess. You could do one of these for 160. Probably go with one of these for about 100. So that's not bad. So $100 plus installation is probably another $50. Paint bathroom windowsill. We'll just include that in our $400 tab up top. Assess tub spout and repair as needed. Assess toilet in the toilet subfloor. I don't know what the deal is there. And then I'm going to put a miscellaneous in of $500. So and a final clean to 250. All right, so I did put in assess carpets for cleaning. Hopefully we can clean these carpets one last time and save us some money, because we've got probably, I don't even know. Let me look here and see. I don't have a number for us on what the square footage is. Well, maybe I do, because the downstairs is square footage. Give me a second here. Let me look at this. Do I have? It's never been listed before, so I don't know the square footage down here. So we're probably talking a couple grand for flooring, $1,500 to $2,000 worth of flooring. So hopefully we can clean them one last time. And you know, we're just getting to the end of all of her rehabs, so hopefully we can get a couple years out of these carpets before we have to mess with them again. All right, so down here, one thing real quick. All right, so where are we at total wise? We are at 200 plus 100 plus 100 plus 25 plus 250. 100 plus 150. 75, 500. It's about 2150. That includes this. So all right, so 2150, is that what we said? Yep, 2150 times 1.2, 2580, so 2600. All right, so I already started doing our cash flow analysis on this. I know we've already spent money on this one, so this is not going to be a good money maker here. So I think we've probably already, I'd have to look, but we've probably got way too much into this house. So we're just going to run with this with, if we put in the next, what did we just say? 2650, 25, 2600, 2600 in repairs. This probably, you know, I mean, I would say that she's maybe got 60 into it. So let's just run numbers, and that's after the couple of rehabs we've done on it. Let's just run numbers on it as if she would bought it for 60,000, right? Okay, so let's do this. So rents on this one, we get 600 for this downstairs unit. We get 500 for the upstairs unit. We're going to do 12% for vacancy rates, because this is multifam. They're harder to find tenants for. We're going to do 10% on the whatchamacallit. Oops. My fudge factor of 3% here for accounting and legal. That just kind of basically gets us to 35%. Taxes on this property are $12.44 a year. Property insurance about $550. And then let's add in the multifam penalty, because every year, tenants in multifams usually only last 1 or 2 years. So you're going to have a turn, and the turn's probably going to cost you between $1,000 and $2,000. And the tenants put down $600 or $1,200 for security deposit. So, let's say it's $1,000 per unit per year. So it'd be about $2,000 a year is what I figure for turn costs. So $1,000 per unit. Okay, so that it eats us alive. $166 a month goes towards that. Now, if we get lucky and the tenant stays there 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years, then great, bonus. But right now I'm figuring this out. So right now, if she's all into this property for $60,000, then it's about an 8% cap rate, which is not horrible. It's not where I would want to be at in this neighborhood, for this rental, right? Oh, also she pays water. So this is going to kill her too. I don't have water. There it is. She probably pays $100 a month for water and sewer for this property. So it's about a 6% return. So it's not a great return. So maybe she needs to consider selling it. Anyways, so that's where we're at. It's about a 6% return. Now, let's say she got a loan on this one, 30 years, and I'm just going to go with we'll just go with 5% interest. I don't know what investors are paying right now for leverage. 30 years, 5% interest. They're going to probably do 70%. Maybe you could do 75. I don't know. We'll do 70. So, yeah, the cash on cash return's worse. She would have $69 a month in cash flow if she has debt service on this property. So right now it's $298.83 is cash flow on it, which one would hope would be better. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at on that one. So it's not the sweetest of deals. We're just trying to make do. But anyways, so that's where we're at. All right. So if you guys, it is 10:30. If you guys got any comments, questions, let me go back to me. How scary. Whoa. Anyways, if you any comments, leave them below. Questions, anything, whatever, ask me. Please click the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Anyways, let me know. See you guys. Have a good weekend.